Hi everyone, it's Jonathan. Today we're going to be talking about life jackets, or life vests, or life belts, whatever you call them. Specifically the ones that were on the Titanic. This one here is a replica, one I've made myself. So the life jackets that the Titanic had, they had roughly 3,500 life jackets on board. They were made of canvas with cork in it. You see 6 cork cells here. There's actually 2 pieces of cork in it. You'll see if I flex it a little. And it's like that on all of them. They had 2 ties, one on the upper torso, one on the lower, and that's pretty much it. It was a very simple design. It was simple. I would say it was somewhat easy to use. There were some downfalls. For instance, cork. There's a reason why you don't really see cork being used in life jackets anymore, is because this will hurt if it shoots up to your face or your neck or your head. Just like those that were on the Titanic, when they jumped into the water, especially at some height, they would, the cork pieces would actually shoot up when they become buoyant from them hitting the water, and would hit them in the face, break their neck, stuff like that. I actually tried a first version of a reproduction that I made back in 2018. I jumped into a pool and I busted my lip just a little. That was, I didn't know actually at the time that that there was issues like that that happened on the Titanic. Had I known that, I probably wouldn't have jumped to the pool, but it was a very cool experience. This one here is true to size to one that was actually on the Titanic, and which means it would be a little small for me. Probably getting the mic there. Whoops. Yeah, it'd be a little small for me. I'm sure you've seen the ones in the movies. In the 1987 Cameron movie, it was they ran a little bit bigger on people, and that's simply because people in 1912 were just smaller than people currently. So these are true to size to what they were back in 1912, and I've tried to reproduce these as accurately as possible, and that's what I've made these for. Is they're really for display. Don't jump in a pool or anything like that. Yeah, so it's about 12 inches across. The ties here are about 31 inches. It's cork cells. And one thing you actually don't really see accurately reproduced anymore, ever, except for this one photo I saw of Ken Marshall with it, and I don't know where he got it from. And if I did, probably would have been cool. And I've always wanted one of these myself. So not all of the life jackets were unmarked. Some actually did have markings, not very many, just some of them, and I've recreated them right here. So what you've got here is the a marked Titanic replica life jacket. Mentions that it's the front part of it. These were originally stamped on the life jackets. What I've done here is heat transfer, simply because that's what I've done. That's what I've done to recreate it, is heat transfer. We've got here, if you look closely, is the Fosbery Co. Manufacturer label. So it says Fosbery Co. manufacturer of life belts, life buoys, etc. It was actually really hard to find out exactly what was written here accurately, simply because I couldn't find any clear photos of this marking. I've seen some that are faded off of a real life jacket, and you just can't read all of it. So thank you to Jerry, by the way, for him and I have worked together in order to figure out what the marking is here. Along with that, on the inside, you've got, there we go, it says inside back, and you've got the British Board of Trade stamp. So it says warranted to pass Board of Trade survey, and that is something that was on the actual life jackets as well. So yeah, that's what I've done. These are reproductions I've made, and I got into reproduction simply because I wanted this. I did not know where I could find this, so thought I'd do it myself. I've seen some on eBay or Etsy that look like they're made of pillowcases with sponges in it. Part of part of doing this and making stuff like this is I really want the accuracy. So I've recreated these as accurately as possible with the resources I could find online. And another thing, like I've had some people say, well, why don't you just go out and buy one of the James Cameron life vest props? Well, first off, I'm not made of money. 2, they're just getting harder and harder to find. 3, I'm gonna flash back to that photo of me jumping into a pool in 2018 with a life vest on. Yeah, I wouldn't do that with a movie used prop, especially something that has that much value. This, I'll tell you right now, costs way less than to make, even with all the work and all the research and stuff, than to actually go buy a James Cameron prop. Also, from what I understand, they had foam in it, which is smarter because, the whole cork issue. And I wanted to have cork. I wanted to have it as accurate as what actually was. And these are available right now through my company, Explorer Prop Company. I'm not gonna be making these forever. They are gonna be limited because I have a bunch of stuff I want to make, and I don't think I want to be making life jackets for the rest of my life. At the same time, I've already made this very known. I made these less accurate. They were my first versions back in 2018, and I sold them all. I didn't even save myself one. So making these is kind of my excuse to make myself a few for once, which I still haven't done for myself. All the ones you see here, including this marked one, are for some of my lovely clients that have purchased one of these, and I really thank them, and I really hope they enjoy these. I don't think this video is going to do it justice on how these look. Also on the inside, on the other side, I have marked all of these as reproductions, simply because the last thing I want is someone to take one of my replicas and trying to pass them off as the actual thing, having actually been on the Titanic, I'm saying. And that's not okay with me. I make these for a very specific reason. It's to enjoy them as display pieces. If you want to wear it, you can wear it too. I made them for display, but they're constructed essentially the same as the actual life jacket. So yeah, you can wear them, but I don't weather them, and a few people have asked me why don't I weather them to make them look like they're back from 1912. Well, simple. I make these replicas, whether it's this, my prop Titanic tickets, which I will be doing a video on soon. I make them in a way to try to immerse yourself into sort of, bring yourself back to 1912. So this is what it would look like if I were on the Titanic grabbing a life jacket on that April night. Brand new life jacket. They weren't 100 years old before, right? So, I don't want them to look like artifacts. I want them to look like as they would if you were to grab these that night and need to go up to the boat deck, right? So that's why I've created these. And all of these will come with a little certificate. I try to, going back to, the construction, it's made of canvas and cork, which is the same thing that the real ones were made out of. I've done hand stitching on the side, just like what the real ones had. They're simple, but at the same time, they're very complicated to make, and I've had a real lot of fun, especially this. I was practically pulling my hair out trying to figure out some of these markings and getting them right, and figuring out a good way to actually get them onto this canvas that is durable. So that was very important to me as well. That's why I make these. That's why, unlike a James Cameron prop, unless you're willing to do so, unlike the actual thing, you could throw this on. You can sort of put yourself back into that cold April 15th or 14th, if you're talking about before the right after the iceberg there. That's why I make these, and I really hope you all will enjoy it. They'll come in a nice little white box, yeah, really, I've worked really hard on these, and I just want to show you, give you a little better look of them other than just the photos I've been posting online of them. So yeah, if you are interested, you can email me at jonathan@explorerpropco.com. You can check out our Explorer Prop Company page. You can check out our website as well, but it's not like a regular store where you can just go click and order. These are all made to order. I have quite a few orders right now that I'm working on right now. So I've got a couple that are currently boxed up, ready to go out, and I'm really excited for the first people to get their life jackets. And hopefully, if you want to review them, if you want to tell me what you think about it, you can email me, you can message me, whichever one works for you. And I hope you all enjoy it. So thank you very much. This has been Jonathan, and I'll see you later.